Hello everybody, welcome to the Bunny Trail. I'm Carla and I am here today to do a tag. I was going to do it last night in the other video. However, I figured I would just make that video just for the baby that's for sale and a few, some chit chat as well. I've always got chit chat to talk about. I like to talk. I like for people to listen. Even though I don't hardly have nothing great to say. I just like to talk. I do have great stuff to say. Sometimes. It's fun, and what was even funny was yesterday when I was on the phone with Sandra. All of my parents that I've had in the past know about me collecting dolls. And so when she got here, she's like, "Oh, you're dressed up." I had my new lashes on, and she's like, "You're dressed up. You look nice. Where are you going?" And I said, Nowhere. I was playing with my new lashes that I just got, and I may do a dolly video here in a little bit. And so Sandra's waiting and on the phone, but she can hear me, And the mom says, "What do you do on those?" Anyway, because she completely does not understand the whole dolly thing. She says they're weird, But she goes, "Do you just get on there and like, 'Hi, my name is Sandra'?" And I'm like, I said, "That's so funny that you said that because my dolly friend's name is Sandra." And Sandra was on the phone with me. It was funny. Funny for me. Oh, so I posted a video that was very, very emotional, and I ended up taking it down because I was, I can't say this word, vulnerable. And you know what word I'm saying. And it was a sad story. Even though it had some happy points to it, it was a sad story, and I just didn't want it on. After I did it, and it was there, and I did have some likes on it, I just went ahead and took it down. It was, sometimes we like our videos, sometimes we don't. So I ended up taking it down. What was my point? Oh, I'm so scatterbrained. Okay, so I'm going to be doing a tag. Okay, hey, I am a mom of 6 living children and one in heaven, so I believe that I have every right to be a little scatterbrained, even though my older 4 are, I had to think for a minute, are all adults now. They are all moved out. I only have 2 at home, but I'm tired. And I still work, so I am tired, So if you don't like it, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. However, what I did do is make some homemade sachets because my local Dollar Tree, they were carrying the little mesh bags. And then they've stopped, and they haven't had them in months. And then the Walmart here. I don't even know where to look at Walmart. I've looked all in the party sections. We have like a little bitty area for the bride. Used to, we had a whole aisle for like a wedding section. Not anymore. They've got just a little bitty section. And so I looked there. Didn't they used to put like rice and bird seed in those, I looked all over that store. And the woman, she pulled it up and she said their store does not have it. So I guess I'm going to have to order them, which is fine because they're not crazy expensive to order. Gotta hit my my lip gloss, my lip changing color gloss on. Got it on. Sure. What does Aurora say? Aurora says, "Makes my teeth. Does it make my teeth stand out?" She's so cute because she has these 2 teeth that are just like, halfway in. They're not even fully adult teeth, they're adult teeth, but only halfway in, and she's about to lose another one. She's so cute. Of course, us moms, we think our children are always cute, don't we? We should. So, if you haven't watched my video yesterday about the baby for sale, I have her here with me. This little baby is for sale, okay? She is $250. She comes with, she is the Harley Sculpt by Melanie Hess, okay? Look how beautiful her and detailed those ears are. And I'm not just talking about the paint, I'm talking about like the actual, how she's made. She's got the cute, what I call peanut head, cone head, you know, that newborns usually have, okay? There's her swirl. Her blushing is not very prominent. Her veining is not very, you know, bold or anything like, it's just mild. Now this is kind of baggy around the front here. She has a slightly open mouth. She has capillaries very lightly on her eyelids. Her lashes are rooted. She's got a little bit of a stork bite right there on her forehead. Look at the hands. I love, this is what I said on the video before, I love this little girl's hands. Okay, each finger is separated and they are just long, and the vinyl, you guys, the vinyl on her is so soft. It's just really soft. And on this hand as well, every finger is separated. None of them are together. And I have taken her out. She's been on outings, and I have had many people think that she was a real baby, a real newborn. And then her little toes on this foot, you guys. Can you see that? Her toes and nails are lightly tipped. It's not like real white where it looks fake. I don't know if I can get them close and you can kind of see. Okay, there's the bottom. Her artist is Pam James from Canada. Now, I'm not sure if Pam is still creating, reborning babies. It looks like these two, all of these are separate as well. Okay, so, and there you have it. No, these two are connected. There you have just very lightly tipped. The veining on her is very light as well. You can see the little wave right there in her hair. No shinies. It's just the light there. And this is the Melanie Sculpt. She will come with 5, I think it was 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 4 outfits, a sweater, 2 brand new pairs of socks, 2 hair bows, a pacifier clip. I will send some diapers and a few odds and ends, dolly stuff around here that I have laying around to go home with her. And there you have it, you guys. Oh, and she is $250. My email will be in the description, or you can contact me through Instagram in the messages part. She will also have a new blanket as well. So yeah, so please help me find this baby a new mommy. I've got lots of other babies that I've got to sell. So for $250, please help me. Okay, you guys, what do y'all think? Super soft. Do y'all like? Have y'all seen this sweater before? Think about it. That's right. Sandra's Frozen in Time Reborns. She bought this, and I love this color. And it's the Chanel. And they have it on sale at Walmart. You can go look at Walmart. And I'm just going to tell you, it's $7, you guys, for this sweater. And it is so soft. So soft. I even got another color that I'm going to wear later on this week. They had this color, they had a black one, a white one, forest green one. They might have even had a red one. I can't remember for sure. But anyway, it is so soft. And I was telling Sandra, I got it, and now I don't have nothing to wear under it. Well, I forgot. I've got this black, like, cameo, are they called camis? Camis that I can wear underneath it. And it looks fine. You know, I just need to get maybe some my black, I call them my shag earrings, my black shag earrings. It looks like tassels. Anyways, you guys. Okay, so let's just get to this tag. It is an 80s tag. How exciting that is. Okay, and it is a this or that tag. And I am excited because I love the 80s. Now I'm going to wear my glasses. I'll look at you over my glasses, okay? The teacher look. I'm going to give you the teacher look. I may even point at you with my pen and talk with you like this because that's what us teachers do. Even though I'm a preschool teacher, I have actually got a pointer. I've got, it's like a, you can't see, but it's a long, well, it's a long stick, okay? It's plastic, and on the end it has a hand that's pointed like this. So I actually have a pointer where I can point at the letters, I can point at the numbers while I'm sitting crisscross applesauce on the ground, and I don't have to slide my butt across the floor like a dog. Okay, so here, this is a this or that 80s tag. Number 1. Did you have, and would you get one now? What would you rather have now? A pound puppy or a popple? So, I didn't have a lot of the newer stuff, the trendy stuff. Growing up, we were really poor, but I didn't know it. You know, I didn't know what we were poor, but yeah, I didn't. So I had, do you remember, the pound puppies also came mini. I had a mini 10-pound puppy, okay, and I never got a popple. I don't think I got a popple. If I could have either one of those now, I would definitely take the popple. I mean, I would take a big pound puppy too. But at least I had the mini, you know, back in the day. I had a mini. Okay. Number 2. Care Bear or Munchichi. Okay. I just discovered the Munchichis. Chi-Chis. The Munchichi here not too long ago. Okay, so when they were out, I guess they just weren't they're adorable. You know, I think they're adorable now, but I guess back then, as a child, they weren't on my radar. They weren't on my radar. And so I would say Care Bears. I did not have a Care Bear growing up, though, but I love Care Bears now. And I'm always trying to get Aurora, ooh, don't you like this Care Bear? Look at this one. Oh, it's so cute. It's got a sun on its belly. Ooh, this one's got a rainbow or a cloud. You know, this must be Grumpy Bear. And I mean, she thinks that they're cute, but she's not, you know, she's not really into it. No, you know, the Care Bears. And she loves stuffed animals. That's the thing. But the stuffed animals that Aurora likes are like real animals. You know, real horses. She's got, you know, stuff. Now, even though they're like fake colors, like she's got a bunny rabbit that looks like a real bunny rabbit, but it's pink. You know. The other day she came across a squirrel, and she tries to get stuffed animals that she don't already have, like, in her collection, you know. I've got 2 of those nets that need to be put up in her room because she's got so many stuffed animals, and she loves them all. She really does. She loves them all. And just when I think that she's forgotten about a stuffed animal and it may be safe to find it a new home without her knowing, out of the blue, that girl's looking for that stuffed animal. And I have no clue. You know, it's like she reads Mama's mind. She knows something's fixing to go down. Don't mess with her. Don't mess with her lovies. Okay, so And now, if I didn't have a house full of dolls, maybe the Munchie I would get. Maybe the Care Bears. I'm not sure. I'm not sure on which one. Okay. So number 3 is Rubik's Cube or Simon Says. So I had a Rubik's Cube, you know, growing up. I don't even know what I don't know what Simon Says is. We didn't have Simon Says, so and I still don't know. But I would get Simon Says now over in a Rubik's Cube because let me tell you what, those Rubik's Cubes, they tick me off. I get so mad at them because I can't figure it out. So it's not a de-stressing for me. A Rubik's Cube stresses me out. I can't handle the Rubik's Cubes. Okay, so then the next one, number 4, a sit and spin or a pogo stick. So I don't know if we ever had a pogo stick. My brother and I had the pogo balls. Mine was purple and pink, and I bounced on that thing all over the place. I love my pogo ball. My brother's, I can't remember the colors of his, orange and blue maybe. But I don't think we had a pogo stick. We did have, my dad made us a pair of stilts, and we walked on those stilts too, learned how to do that. That was fun. The sit and spin, I can remember going around and around and around so fast that my little booty would, you know, like almost slide off the sit and spin. Now, would I have that these days? Absolutely not. I get dizzy looking at the merry-go-round going around. I can watch it go twice, and then I better look away or I'm going to get extremely, extremely dizzy. Would I have a pogo stick now for me? Nope, I sure wouldn't, because I'll break something. I trip on air, you guys. I do. I trip on air, so no, I would not have a pogo stick. I would let my kids have a pogo stick. Aurora likes things like that. And Mason probably would too. And it's, you know, I don't know if it, I mean, it's getting them to exercise. However, the jarring might not be so great for their body. I don't know. So I wanted to, they do, you can still buy pogo balls. And I would love to buy them a pogo ball. I think Aurora would really like that because she likes the thing that, it's a loop that goes around your ankle. It's a plastic loop that goes around your ankle. I showed it in my Easter video walkthrough at Walmart. And then it has this long plastic piece, and on the end it has a plastic ball. So you put it on, like, her dominant is her right leg. So she would put the ring around her foot up onto her ankle, and then you sling your leg around and it gets that plastic piece to swing with the ball on the end of it. And so then with your other leg, you have to jump over it when it comes around. She's good at that. Yeah, I don't think I could have even done that when I was little, but she is. And she will go and go and go till she's like tomato red in the face. My kids, when they've worked out or something, my kids, every single one of them just turn bright, bright red because they're fair complected, like tomato red, whenever they're, you know, doing activity and stuff like that. So I would definitely, she likes stuff like that. And I think that her and Mason both, I don't know if Mason's too big now because Mason's bigger than me. Mason's, when I say bigger than me, I mean like Brian likes to correct me on this. If y'all watched the video the other night, I say I'm 5'9". In high school, I was 5'9". I was in a car wreck, hurt my back, and then I'm sure age has to do with it too. I'm now 5'8". So, and that's where I start calling him Shorty because he's 5'8" as well. So I don't know, Mason, I would say Mason's like 5'10" or 5'11" right now. And I know that some of those pogo balls, there's a weight limit on it, but yeah, I would get that for him. That's good exercise for him, you know? So yeah, and I've checked it, I was telling you, you can get them and they're like 30, but they're like $30-something. So, you know, that's why we hadn't got them. But I would love to get them one each if Mason wasn't too big for one. Okay, so jean jacket or leather jacket. I know that I had I had a leather jacket. I'd never had, not leather jacket, I had a jean jacket. I didn't have a leather jacket. I still don't have a leather jacket, but guess what? I still have 2 jean jackets. I had 3, I just gave my mom one. jean jackets, blue jean jackets here in this little country town, and not just this country town, the big city around us, you know, that is, blue jean jackets are still in. I mean, you know, and a lot of times the country areas are last, that's what I was telling Sandra, are last to get the what's in style, you know. But blue jean jackets here, I don't know that they've ever gone out of style here. You know, where it's a western area, you know. So we wear blue jeans all the time. And well, I don't wear cowboy boots. I would if I had a good square-toed, you know, pair. I sure would. I'd wear them. But yeah, people in my area, I mean, we work on ranches. We live in the country. Boots protect you from, you know, snakes and help you, you know, with the work that you need to do on the ranch. So, you know, some of the farms around here, boots are definitely a necessity that you need. But, okay, so back to, blue jean jacket. I would definitely say I had a blue jean jacket in the day, and I still have 2 hanging in my closet now, and I just gave one to my mom. So, there you have it. Okay, number 6, MTV or VHS. Okay, back in the day we didn't have cable growing up. It was just your local channels, and you know, we had the giant antenna that went outside your house, usually right by where your living room was. And when we got channel 10, local channel 10, channel 25, sometimes 6, 44, and 46. That was it. That was all we got. And if those stations weren't coming in, me and my brother were sent outside around to the antenna, where we had to grip the antenna, and this antenna, you know, went way above your house into the air, and you just slowly turned that thing until somebody yelled from the house, "Stop!" And then you knew that your channel came in and you could go in and watch your show. But that was it. So we didn't have cable. We did have a VCR, so we watched VHSs back then. When I would go and stay with my bestest friend, I would call her my sister. Her name is Sandra Sue, and we call her Sandy. And her birthday, you guys, my mom, how her and I became best friends is, how her and I became best friends is my dad was an EMT, emergency medical team, yes, an EMT, and her dad was an EMT. I was 3 years old. My mom, he was a single dad, and he needed somebody to watch his 3 children while he was working. So my mom told him that she would keep his kids, and that's where me and Sandy met when we were 3 years old. Okay, that's not, okay, so we met when we were 3, right? We both had blonde hair. We were both the same height. I have green eyes. She has brown eyes. But you couldn't tell from a distance. My mama would dress us alike and take us to the park, and everybody thought we were twins. Her birthday is 2 days before mine. I mean, come on, you guys. Was that not God-orientated right there, putting us in each other's lives? And you know what? Our lives aren't the same. She's a traveler. She loves to travel. I'm a homebody. Traveling gives me anxiety. You know, I like my country town. I like my small living. I don't care. You know, I would love to get to see, you know, parts of the world, but I'm very happy and content in my small little country community. I don't ever plan on moving out of my area. And she has traveled all over. Her and her husband have traveled all over. They have 1 kid that's an adult now and has been an adult for a couple of years now. So they've got to go and travel, and they work wherever they land, you know. On campgrounds, they like to camp. And you know, things like that. They worked for Google Maps, I think. And so they did mapping, you know, just really, really neat jobs. I wouldn't want to do it. No, that's scary to me, you know, not knowing where I'm going and, that's scary to me. That's not something I'd want to do. But let me tell you, when we get together, it was like we were never apart. I mean, everything just falls back where it was. We have, it's been like that. We didn't even grow up in the same town together. My mom and after a couple of years, I wasn't even in school. I was 3 years old when my mom started keeping her. But when school started, we moved in different places. But we always came back together. Once we started school, she would come, during the holidays, she would come spend a week with me, and I'd go spend a week with her. In the summertime, we would do two times. Once in the summer, I would come stay with her, and then for like a week, and then in the other part of the summer, she would come stay with me for a week, and it was so neat because, she lived in the city, and I was a country girl. So when she came to me, there wasn't cable. There was a lot of things that she didn't like, and I can tell you one of the things that she didn't like was picking the garden. When she came, that was a chore. But not just me. My family, we would go out every single evening, and you had to, every other day we watered, so you would have to carry 5-gallon buckets full of your water to your crops across the field. I say crops, but, garden. And that was physical hard work, And my brother and I mowed the front, and he mowed the side, or I mowed the side and he mowed the front. We had to mow. We didn't have cable. Like I said, it was only a few channels that we got to watch, so there was no MTV watching. None of that stuff happened. We spent time on the phone talking to, friends that I went to school with. We would go to the Bog Hoe, and it was a place where the kids would go in the summertime, a water hole, and that's where we would go swimming. I'm trying to think of all the things we would do. Sometimes my family would take her, and we would go camp at the lake. Get sunburnt, get toasted, crispy, blistered, sunburnt. And you guys, I can't believe the bathing suits my parents let me wear. I mean, back then we thought we were all fat. But I still wore the 2-piece bathing suits, that had the triangle across your boobie, just a triangle, and a little triangle up front. Of course, the back was, a big triangle. It wasn't a thong or anything, but still, I wouldn't let Aurora wear something like that right now. There's no way. Her daddy would have a heart attack. But anyway, and so then when I would go and stay with her on their turn, we had the mall. We would go to the mall. We would spend hours at the mall just walking up and down, talking to people, going and hanging out at the arcade, Of course, we would meet her friends there. We would go into the stores and try clothes on, and probably do some things I wasn't supposed to do that I'm not going to mention. I've already asked the Lord for forgiveness, and He's forgiven me. So, but her and I, and we did some dangerous things too. Some things that I'm not going to be sharing with Aurora. But we would get dressed in our because back then Daisy Dukes, you'd put on your Daisy Dukes, and you poured yourself into the Daisy Dukes, and then wear our little crop tops and our cute little flip-flops, and we would go walking down the highway just to see how many honks we could get. Do you know how dangerous that is? This world didn't go evil just now. Evil has been here in this world for a long time. It's just now, with the social media and all the different platforms there is out there, we're aware of how bad the place is. There is no, let me tell you what, no. Aurora ain't wearing no, She can, now I have a pair of cutoffs now. They're not Daisy Dukes, guys. They go to my mid-thigh, I don't wear no, Plus that, I ain't got nothing to hang out the back of my Daisy Dukes. You know what I mean? It's like my back is just extended. That's all it is. I have an extended back. I don't have no butt. Extended back. That's what I tell Brian all the time. I've got an extended back. That's all it is. I need to go get what is it called? A Brazilian butt lift? Yeah, BBL. Girl, give me a BBL. I need to get my back flaps trimmed off. I need to get some little tucks right here. Does that make me vain? I thought vain was whenever maybe that's conceited. When you think you're the bomb diggity. I just want to look as good as I can for as long as I can. I don't know. Maybe that's wrong. Is it wrong? I don't know. Okay, so let's get back here. So, about MTV, and we would watch MTV the whole time we were there. That, or we would watch the movie Lost Boys. Oh, well, okay, so Lost Boys became our favorite, because we were going to be vampires. We were going to be the sexy, sexy vampires. And Lost Boys was our favorite vampire movie. And so we watched it all the time. But now in my younger junior high years, when I would go stay the night at her house, every time I went, my mama would tell her daddy, please do not let her watch scary movies. Please do not let her watch scary movies. Guess what? He let us watch scary movies. We'd put the shutters down, close the curtains. It would be so dark. We would watch those scary movies all day long. And then at night, we'd stay up all night long watching scary movies. And, and now we watch those movies and why was I so scared then? Well, because now we're so desensorized, that the stuff that we watched back then that was scary to us now just looks ridiculously stupid. But like Jason, Friday the 13th, Freddy Krueger, Chucky, we watched all that stuff. So then what would happen was I would go home. And my mama, I would try to sleep with them. And my dad wasn't having it. He never, ever let me sleep in the bed with them, ever. So I would go in there. I would keep my mom up. I would lay on the side of her bed in the floor. I'd want her to hold my hand. I'd have my hand reached up trying to hold her hand, and so that's why my mom would say, please don't let her watch it. And he still let us watch it. And it was so much fun when we were together, but it wasn't fun after we separated. And it never bothered her, She didn't have the issue, but she shared a room with her sister, I didn't have nobody to share a room with. I was scared. I was terrified. Okay, so let's go on to the next question. Number 7, Golden Girls or Cheers? I am all the way, definitely a Golden Girl. I don't know which Golden Girl I would be. Would I be Blanche? I don't remember the names of all of them, but maybe, would I be Blanche? I don't know. I don't know if I would be Blanche. Blanche always was done up, right? She's like, I'm not always done up. She liked her men, too. I've got one man. Right? Was that Blanche that was like that? And then you had Rose. You had the grandmother, smart aleck grandmother. I'm not that witty. I don't come up with stuff that fast. What about Betty White? Maybe I was Betty White. Wasn't she kind of dingy? Yeah, that's me. I would be Betty White, Hey, but Betty White was a smart woman. It was so sad when she passed away because I love Betty White. Well, she can cuss too. She could cuss. Yes. But I still love Betty White. Okay. I never liked Cheers. I never could get into Cheers. My husband liked Cheers. But I never could get into Cheers. So, and even today, I would watch Golden Girls. I haven't in a very, very, very long time. But if I had a choice, if I had to choose, I would watch Golden Girls. Okay, number 8, leg warmers or headbands. I didn't have leg warmers. However, okay, you guys, I don't know if I've ever told you this, but you could not pay me to go back to school, okay? School was horrible, horrible, horrible. And I was, it was horrible. I was bullied. I was hit and pinched and spit on, and even by boys, until I would say, until my freshman year. I go my freshman year to school, and it was like complete, I don't know, it's sad to say my appearance changed. And that's what kind of changed. And you guys, please don't think that I'm saying I turned into a swan, That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying I went from, y'all see how, my hair, if you look, now some of it's kind of straight on top, but if you look, I'm trying to find back here, no, not even right there. I'm trying to find one. My hair is so kinky curly in some places, I got my hair cut. And I cut it to shoulder length. But because it was so curly, I look like a poodle, okay? I look like a poodle. And I wore Coke bottle glasses because I could not see, And my mom didn't find out I could not see until I was in the 2nd grade. And I can remember my first pair of glasses that I got. I was like, wow, because I could see the leaves on the trees. And that's exactly what I told my mama. I can see the leaves. And all this time, she didn't know that I could not see. I didn't know I could not see. I thought what I saw was what everybody else saw. So it wasn't like I was missing out on something, even though I had missed out. I didn't know it. I didn't know it till I got my first pair of glasses and saw for the first time, all the different colors, not that I was colorblind or anything, but, the distant colors and things like that, However, I was very, very, could not see. And so I had, the Coke bottle glasses that then made your eyes look even distorted, look funny, And then I had braces on both the top and the bottom. So you can imagine, I was chubby. So you can imagine what kids can be cruel, and we moved a lot. I went to, I don't know how many different schools, and being the new kid is never fun, and it is never easy, and I was always the new kid, and I was picked on because I was the new kid that was chubby, who looked like a poodle, who wore Coke bottle glasses and had braces, it just wasn't fun. You could not pay me to go back. However, my freshman year, when I started school in my freshman year, kids started treating me differently. No longer was I hit on, no longer was I bullied. The bullying stopped. And the end of my freshman year, I tried out for cheerleader. And I made cheerleader. So for my sophomore, my junior, and my senior year, I was a cheerleader. And the point I'm getting to is that, do y'all remember the cheerleading socks that they wore then, okay? They looked like leg warmers because they went all the way up, they would go all the way up to your knees, and then you scrunch them down. You got to get that scrunch in there, scrunch them all the way down, okay? So I did not own a pair of leg warmers. However, I had the cheerleading socks that looked like leg warmers and acted like leg warmers, okay? Headbands, I was always anything to do with your hair. I loved headbands. I loved bows. I wore bows. I graduated wearing bows, okay? And now Aurora is 9 years old, and she's like, do we always got to wear a bow? And I'm like, you are a princess. Wear the bow. My oldest daughter, not much on bows either. However, I did buy Aurora they've got these new bows out now that are really, the parts that hang are really long, and Aurora's got the long hair, and they look really, really pretty in her, and she loves them. So I'm really excited about that. She's back into the yay bow. Like, you're just 9. Please don't outgrow the bows yet. I love the bows. And, and she's going through that cheerleading where she wants to be a cheerleader too. And y'all know she does dance. She does ballet, tap, jazz, and I always forget I always forget what the other one's called that they do. I want to call it contemporary. I don't know what it's called. I can't remember. This last season, she just did it for the first time, so that she's in 4 different dance classes. So, I told her, you also have the choice of dance team. Here, they don't allow you to be both cheer and the dance team. It's one or the other. They used to allow that, but they don't anymore. My thing was cheering is there's a lot of drama that goes into the cheering. Been there, done that, and I'm not sure I want to put up with that. However, there's a lot of, I know a lot of people that have said that, they didn't have, their daughter wasn't in the middle of the drama, but it just depends on the squad, and it just depends on the sponsors, on how, if you get into that. Anyway, so, sorry. I digress. Okay, so, number 9. My Pet Monster or Teddy Ruxpin. Was it Ruxpin or Ruxpin? Teddy Ruxpin? I don't know. Teddy Ruxpin was my thing. I did not have one. I don't even know what My Pet Monster is. But I always wanted a Teddy Ruxpin, and we didn't have one. But I can remember in my school, they had one in the library, and I loved it. When we would go in there, and she would put the tape, the cassette tape in the back of Teddy, and he would read a story, to us. I love that. I love that. So definitely, and if I could have either one, well, I don't know what the other My Pet Monster is, I would definitely say Teddy. And I think, that would be so cool to have, and share with my littles here. They would love that. Okay, number 10, banana clip or scrunchie. Did scrunchies ever go out of style? I mean, once they came in, aren't they still here? I mean, I wear a scrunchie every night in my hair. A satin one, if I don't wear that, I've got a hair claw in. Now, banana clips, I did the banana clips too, and I crimped my hair. We crimped our hair, and yeah, love the crimp. We'd crimp it, and then I'd pull it back in the banana clip. Yes. What would I have now? What I have, and that's the scrunchies. I always have a scrunchie. Aurora, and you know what? Aurora is so funny. She's like, oh, I want a scrunchie. I want a scrunchie. And I look at her like, girl, you acting like I've not ever had a scrunchie. I've always got scrunchies. Anyway. Okay. Number 11. Jelly shoes or huaraches. Okay. I don't know what a huaracha is. I meant to look it up before I did this video, and I completely forgot. But I had a pair of those jellies. Mine were clear, and they had silver glitter in them. And I can still feel the blisters on my feet from those jellies. And it didn't matter. There was no breaking those things in. Sometimes when you wear new shoes, you just have to break them in. Get your feet used to them. You might have a few blisters, but your feet will adjust. And, the shoes will adjust to your feet. Not with jellies. And don't you remember the way the jellies smell? I love the way it's like a pool. When you open up your swimming pool and it's time to put a brand new swimming pool out, and that plastic chemical smell, I love it. I do, guys. I do. I really like the smell of that. But I love the smell of the jellies too. What is it, baby? Your tummy hurts still?
Kind of.
What's wrong?
You said you tickle me tonight.
Oh, okay. Well, you didn't rub my feet very long.
But you said you...
Okay, well, when I finish this video, I'll come in there, okay? Daddy won't? Aww.
I'm going to go to the...
Okay. Okay. So, but I definitely, you guys, feet are a big thing. Once I'm going to say 40s, I have bone spurs in both of my heels. I missed the appointment to see a specialist, so yeah, I just get comfortable shoes. I just try to get soles with a lot of padding for those. I would not wear jelly shoes is what I'm trying to say, and I don't know what huaraches are. I don't know what those are, so I couldn't tell you. However, I do have a good pair of flip-flops, but they've got really thick soles. The only problem is my driveway is rock. And so you go out there and you step on one of those rocks on your heel. Oh, it hurts so bad. I want to try, I might have mentioned this in one of my videos, but I want to try, they say, like pure castor oil, okay? And I'm talking the good stuff, like from Revive or Young Living, but pure castor oil. Put it on your feet, and supposedly it dissolves things that aren't supposed to be there, like bone spurs, that you have. So I want to try that before I actually go to the specialist, money. So yeah, I give anything a go before you have to go and have surgery, because that's what they're going to have to do, Ugh. Okay. Oh, and don't y'all remember the jelly bracelets that we wore? The neon jelly bracelets, I have some that go with my 80s outfit, and boy, we'd stack those things all the way up our arms as far as we could get them. Or what about the necklaces? They weren't jelly necklaces, but the necklaces, and we had all the little charms that you could buy to go on there. Yeah, I didn't ever get to have one of those, But I did have a Polly Pocket. Do y'all remember the Polly Pockets? The little bitty mini cassette tapes. The tapes were like this. They were teeny tiny, and they went in the little thing, and they'd play music. I had a Polly Pocket. And I can't remember the music that I had for it. I had one tape. Yeah, and I have no clue. It was whoever came with it. I think I got that for my birthday. When we had birthday parties growing up, we didn't have family around. It was my mom, my dad, me, and my brother. There was nobody else. There was no other family. There was nobody around. And so when we had birthday parties, my mom usually made us something, like a stuffed animal, and we got one gift. She would make our cake, and she would make us whatever we wanted for dinner. And then Sandy would always get to come over and, come over for my birthday, or I would go over there for her birthday, one of the two. But that was it, and I'm wanting to, I really, even with my kids, we always, and we used to always have family parties where it was, me, Brian, and our kids, my mom, my dad, my brother, his mom, dad, sister, and her husband. That was our family. We'd have those kind of family parties, and it was just us, They never really invited kids from school. Aurora was the first one. Well, Mason did before him, but it was so heartbreaking because he invited 3 friends and none of them showed up. And it was, even though he was like, "It's okay, Mom," I felt it broke my heart for him. And I was afraid that was going to happen with Aurora too. Out of 20 kids, she invited 5 came. So, but it was perfect. She had a blast at her party, and I wouldn't change anything except for the cold weather. It was very cold that day, but they played, they had fun, and bingo, bango, bongo, it was over with, because of the weather. So, anyway, so that was the tag. The tag is from Lisa's Littles. And you guys, I don't know if I've said it or not, Lisa is now monetized. Yay, Lisa. Congratulations. I'm very happy for you. I know you've been working very, very hard over the years to get to this point in your YouTube career, so I am happy for you. I enjoy the tags that you do. I'm glad you did this one. It was fun. And I know you have a 70s tag out there. I didn't grow up in the 70s. I had a year in the 70s. I was born in 79, so I don't know about the questions. I'll have to go through and watch them. I may not be able to participate in that one, but this one was really fun. I love the 80s. I love the 80s music. I tell my kids all the time that, pour some sugar on me. Okay, so I can't sing like Melissa or Christina Cuddles. Melissa's from Melissa's Valentine's Nursery, or Cena from Cena's Dolls. That woman can sing too. I can't sing like that, but that's okay. I can rock it out. Okay, not really. I like to think that, I could, and I like to think that I'm cool, but I'm not. I'm not. I'm kind of a gooberish kind of mom, but I have fun. And as long as you have fun, then why not, right? I'm not hurting nobody. I'm not hurting nobody at all. So, okay, guys, I am going to get off right now. I hope everybody has a fun, blessed, safe Saturday. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and please share, you guys. I've got this precious little baby right here that needs a new mommy. She's been put up. She's so teeny tiny, guys. She really is. Newborns. This is newborn outfit right here. Now, the pants fit her great. The top, the little sweatshirt here is a little big on her. I don't have a white onesie on her. But she really is super, super sweet, and many people I've taken her out on outings, and they have thought that she was a real baby. So please share my video. She is for sale for $250. She comes with a small box opening. If you want to see what all she will come with, watch the video that I did before this, that was posted before this. Thank you all for watching and spending some time with me. Bye-bye.